Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's do our usual roundup of excitement. I've dropped to 6.8. I had a low, came up, and now I'm dropping again. Had my snack, had the peanut butter and the digestive cookies. I've had a pop earlier at lunch. Lord knows why I'm dropping. Time in range is 85%. Above, I brought it down from the 4 the previous day. In range is at 85, which we saw up here. This has come down from yesterday, where it was 19. It's now 15. Still out there, not great. But my average blood sugar has evened off. That's a win so far. May not be great here, but we're getting there. Today, I want to discuss highs and lows and why do I feel like crap. We'll have a nice little discussion about it, and hopefully you'll gain some knowledge. That's the purpose of some of these. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now, we're going to discuss high blood sugars and low blood sugars and why we're not at our best. Now, when you're dealing with low blood sugars, for myself, I'm going to have to go way back. Pretty much to the time when I started first 6 years of being a diabetic. I should have said 5, but whatever. First 6 years of being a diabetic, I had problems controlling blood sugar. I wouldn't have that carrying on today, now would I? No. But I got my problems sorted. But one problem I've had is I now am hypoglycemic unaware, which means I don't feel when I'm dropping. So I could be carrying on a conversation with you and all of a sudden pass out. If I start to feel anything, it is just before I pass out. To show my point, recently I had quite a severe low where I passed out. And I was looking at a nurse, and the nurse said, oh, here's some sugar, something I said, you look funny. And that was the end of it. I was unconscious, the ambulance was called. Big mess. But why does the normal diabetic, type 1, feel like crap when you're going low? It's because your body is trying to grab sugar to feed this guy up here. The brain needs sugar, so it's going through all the bodies, pulling it up. They try to get it out of your muscles, and that is why I believe that if you have a seizure when you're low, it's because your body's trying to pull all the sugar it can. That's why you slur like simple things. Your body's saying, I can't do that. We're out of order for a moment. It's the only way to relieve it is to get some sugar. If you don't, you're gonna pass right out. Pure and simple, it's that easy. Diabetics go low for many reasons. And the way you treat, it's just like your daily treatment. You should have a treatment plan ready to go. Oh, I'm low. This is what I have to do. I'll wait 15 minutes, test again. So, the plan is, if you feel low, if you have the capability to feel low blood sugar coming on, you test. If you are low, below 3.9, or whatever amount your doctor has given you, you take 15 grams of fast-acting sugar. You wait 15 minutes, you test. If you're still below, you give yourself another 15 grams of carbs. You wait and test. After you've gone through and you've tested twice, then you can have a snack of peanut butter and crackers, or crackers and cheese, some form of complex carbohydrates and a protein, so that you don't keep going into it, because you're likely to go into a cycle of being low. High blood sugars. High, you feel like crap. You're dragging. Everything is such a bother. Little things you won't do because you don't feel like you have any energy. And this is because, guess what? You don't have any energy. Your body is fighting to get energy. It could be converting fat into energy for glucose for your cells, and this is where ketones come from. Ketones are acidic, and your body does not like acidity. And the only way your body can get rid of it is by drinking water and urinating. And it just becomes a wicked cycle. If that doesn't seem to lower it quick enough, a lot of times with the help of insulin, but if it doesn't come down quick enough, your body goes to the next step. And that's where you start vomiting. And if you start vomiting, chances are you're heading into DK. Get medical help. Call your doctor. Call the resource lines. If you have to, go to emergency. Don't wait to see how things are going to come. I said this in a video just a while ago. The sooner we catch DK, the better. But again, your body's just trying to get rid of sugar. When I had the flu, it was just about this time of year. It was the 8th of January. I really got sick. I was throwing up all over the place. I wasn't eating. I knew I had to drink. I was drinking a lot of ginger ale. And I started vomiting. And when I vomited, I just got a new pump, one of the newer pumps. And my nurse said, well, let me call the endo. Called the endo, and she said, just head to emergency. Now, the one thing about diabetes is all your symptoms can change. Originally, when I first was diagnosed, I got the sweats. I got the palpitations. And the tingling around the mouth. Those were my signs saying I was low. I didn't really shake that much. Then, a couple of years after, my eyesight, I started to see double. And I would go like this, because if I saw with one eye, I could see everything, but I wasn't focusing. And this freaked me out. And I went into the hospital, emergency, and said, my eyesight's out. And they said, okay, they knew I was diabetic. Have you tested your blood sugar? I said, no, I don't usually react. Like, eyesight hasn't been an issue. But we'll test. I was quite low. So just because with a high blood sugar or a low blood sugar, you always identify as having certain symptoms. Things can change. So if you're not feeling right, you're feeling low, or you're starting to feel very thirsty, very lethargic, first thing you do is you test. Anything else can wait, because if you don't test and you just try to do all this work you have to do, you're not going to be a positive influence to your company. Stop, deal with it, and carry on. If you're feeling sick, follow your doctor's game plan for sick days. Don't sort of say, oh, I'll just go sleep. If I feel sick, I just take a couple of Tylenols and I fall asleep. Well, if you're not eating, you're going to have to watch it. You're going to have to continually sip liquids. And when we say sip liquids, we mean liquids with, I believe, a tad of salt And you can have sugar. You can have ginger ale, flat if you wish. Popsicles work. You want to make sure you're not being dehydrated. You also want to keep an eye on your blood sugars. You don't want to see that you're going high, treat yourself, and then go to sleep for 15 hours. You want to make sure that your blood sugars aren't dropping too fast. And if you go too low, you don't want to be in a mess of having the fire department. I know personally when I'm really sick, I just want to be left alone. I'll do what I have to do, but I just don't want a whole bunch of people around. And when I was sick here and people had to come to help, I was not feeling well whatsoever. You gotta keep yourself healthy. Monitor your blood sugars. Take your insulin. Eat responsibly. Count your carbs. Give your insulin a relationship to the carbs. If you have any issues, contact your doctor. Don't just try to be, oh, I'm super diabetic. I can do it all. If you need help, get it. And with that, I hope you all have a healthy winter, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.